Welcome to the Akashic Library.
All right, let's jump right in. What if I told you that the single most powerful tool for getting what you want is actually failure? Yeah, I know, it sounds totally backward, right? But stick with me, because today we're going to unpack this incredible idea. How being grateful for your setbacks might just be the fastest way to manifest everything you've been asking for.
You know that feeling, right? We've all been there. You pour your heart into something, you want it so badly, and then, slam. The universe just says no. A door closes right in your face. Your perfect plan crumbles to dust, and man, is it frustrating. But what if that no isn't a rejection? What if it's actually a redirection?
Seriously, just think about it for a second. Have you ever been rejected from that job you were convinced was your dream? Or had a relationship end that you thought, this is it, this is forever? Maybe you lost something you were absolutely sure you couldn't live without. Yeah, we have all been there, and it stings. A lot. Okay, so right there, in that moment of pain, you have a choice. And there are really two ways this can go. The usual way, the default reaction for most of us, is to go straight to, this sucks, why me, I'm a victim, you feel totally powerless. But there's another path, a much, much more powerful one. And that's to say, you know what? Awesome. This, or something even better, is coming my way.
And that shift, that exact choice, brings us to the core idea we're talking about today. It's a technique I really want you to get, and it's called the gratitude pivot. Don't let the name fool you. It's simple, but it is so profound. It's a little shift in your mindset that can literally, radically change what shows up in your life.
So what is this thing exactly? Well, the gratitude pivot is just that. It's a conscious choice. It's what you do in that exact moment of disappointment. Instead of fighting reality and getting angry, resisting what is, you intentionally pivot. You shift into a state of acceptance and trust. So the next time you feel that sting of failure, I want you to literally pause, take a breath, and ask yourself this one question. What if this isn't happening to me before me? I mean, this is the core of it, right here. The advice is to be grateful when things don't go the way you wanted. Just let that sit with you for a second. It feels so counterintuitive, doesn't it? It's the complete opposite of our natural instinct to get upset. But that's exactly where all the power is hiding. And let's be super clear here. This is not about slapping on a fake smile and pretending you're happy. Not at all. This is about operating from a deep, foundational belief, a core trust that the universe always has your back, that things are happening for you, not to you. It's about trusting that even when you can't see it, there's a bigger, better plan unfolding. Okay, I can already hear some of you thinking, wait a minute, isn't this just toxic positivity? You want me to be happy that I failed? And I get it, I really do. But what if I told you this is actually way more realistic than playing the victim? And the proof? Well, it's not in some spiritual book. The proof is in your own life. So what do you say? Let's put this to the test right now. Let's not just talk theory. Let's look at the hard evidence from your own life and see if this thing actually holds up.
All right, I want you to do a little mental exercise with me. It'll only take a second. Just hit rewind and look back at the movie of your own life, at your own personal track record of what, at the time, felt like huge failures and rejections.
Go on, pick a big one from your past. That really painful breakup? The job you didn't get that crushed you? Remember that gut-wrenching feeling when it felt like your whole world was just crumbling? Okay, now fast forward to today. From where you're standing right now, how many of those disasters can you look back on and honestly, truly say, oh, thank God that happened. Thank God I didn't get what I thought I wanted. I'm willing to bet that more often than not, something so much better was waiting for you right around the corner. You see, that's not a delusion. That's not pretending. That's wisdom. It's humility. It's having the humility to admit that, you know what? We don't always see the bigger picture. We're looking at one tiny corner of the chessboard. And sometimes, what feels like losing a pawn is actually the exact strategic move that sets you up for checkmate.
So, okay, our own past proves this works. But how? How does a simple shift in your thoughts actually change the world around you? Well, it all comes down to what you might call your personal frequency, your vibe. It's the emotional energy you're constantly broadcasting out into the universe, whether you realize it or not.
It's actually a pretty simple chain reaction. Step 1. It all starts with your mindset. Are you choosing gratitude? Are you choosing victimhood? Step 2. That mindset directly creates your frequency, your emotional vibration. And then, step 3. That frequency acts like a powerful magnet and it just attracts a reality that is a perfect match for it. Simple as that. And this really breaks down the two feedback loops you can get stuck in. Look, if you stay in that victim mindset, feeling angry, resentful, resistant, you are literally tuning your magnet to attract more stuff to feel angry and resentful about. It's a downward spiral. But if you make that pivot to gratitude and trust, guess what? You start attracting more people, more opportunities, more synchronicities, more things to feel genuinely grateful for. It's an upward spiral.
So what does all this mean for you, like right now, today? It means you are so much more powerful than you think. In every single moment of disappointment, big or small, you have a choice. You are at the controls. You get to decide.
Listen, if you forget everything else we talked about today, just remember this one thing. Burn this into your brain. Your feelings are a magnet. Period. The emotional state you choose to hang out in, whether it's gratitude or victimhood, is actively, powerfully, and constantly pulling your future right to your doorstep.
So the question I've got to leave you with is pretty simple. The next time you face a challenge, the next time life tells you no, what are you going to choose? Are you going to tune into the frequency of victimhood, or are you going to pivot to the frequency of gratitude for the even better thing that's already on its way? Really, what are you choosing to attract, starting right now?
Every failure carries the seeds of your next success if you know how to read them. Next, revolutionize your entire existence and radically change your life.